Hey everyone, my name is Kaikun6 and I'm here to do two types of unboxings, I would say. One of them is going to be from WhatNot slash Dolls Kill, and the other one is from Mercari. So I'm going to be putting this video under the Mercari playlist basically. But yeah, for the past couple weeks we've been busy, like me and my husband. We've been trying to get this house in order because like ever since we ended up having like a rat in here, it was just a disaster. And then plus like our car was like acting up and we thought it was something with the engine and it turned out to be something else. So we didn't have to go anywhere for a week unless my mother-in-law had to go drive us somewhere. But we ended up just staying home, catching up some stuff here in the house, and then whenever we actually did try to do some yard work, rain happened, and right now it is very cloudy and it's just a mess. So now that we finally got our car back on Monday, basically 2 days ago as I'm recording this video, I was like, okay, now I get back to like a normal routine, because all of last week my husband just stayed home due to the car, and then when we actually got news that we were going to get it, we ended up getting it, and then he ended up going to work yesterday and today. So I was like, okay, so hopefully I'll be able to start doing some normal scheduling when it comes to me uploading these videos. But yeah, so while we were basically waiting to go get news for like our car, this and that, I ended up purchasing a few things around like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, probably the beginning of last month. I ended up getting something from WhatNot that came from Dolls Kill, and I didn't realize it until I was actually watching one of their live streams that I have gotten two of the same items. And so I felt like I am going to keep one, and the other one I was thinking about selling it on Mercari or something, because I did not want to donate it or anything, because I did pay a lot of money for these items. And so I felt like I wanted to get at least some of my money back, and no returns or anything. They just do final sales and that's it, and that's fine by me. So I'm gonna leave the Mercari basically package in the end. So yeah, but this is what it looks like. So it's just a small bag, and I'll tell you guys about that in a little bit. But yeah, so I ended up getting this big box of from WhatNot. So I ended up learning more about WhatNot. Oh, sorry, excuse me. I ended up learning about WhatNot, like, I want to say a few months ago, due to a YouTuber named Randolph that I watch basically daily ever since he started uploading on his Pokemon channel again. He was talking about how he wants to go sell Pokemon cards. He wants to grow his business, and then it went really good. He even did ace grading, this and that, and so he started doing a lot of Pokemon stuff. And then when I found out that Simon, or Mini Minter, he started doing something for WhatNot also, but the money goes to charity, this and that. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go see what's it about. I ended up signing up an account on there, and then I found out that Dolls Kill was on there, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know Dolls Kill was on there. And apparently ever since they've announced it like 2 years ago maybe, they have been selling on there. And if you sign up for like the text messages or the promotional emails, they'll tell you like when they're live and what kind of promotions they're doing and stuff like that. And I do have the text messages signed up since then, and so whenever I see that they're live and whatnot, I'm always jumping into the app on my phone and just started like watching them. And then since then, like, I've wanted to go buy some things off of there, but sometimes they don't have my size, because according to their size chart, the biggest size they have is a 3X, and I felt like that could fit me. So I was going through like the live stream since then, which was like basically a few months down the line. And then when I started actually watching it like fully since like 2-3 months ago, I started watching it whenever I can. And then there was a lot of people that were saying like when they first started out, not many people bid on there, so sometimes you'll get it at a very cheaper price. And I was like, okay, let me go try it out. And then so I did that, and yeah, so I ended up grabbing a few things from there. And this came all the way from their major like headquarters, I would say, which is in Oakland, California. And I felt like, oops, I dropped something on the floor. Anyway, I felt like I've been to Oakland maybe once, I want to say. I know I've definitely been to San Francisco once because my mom had to drive a family member that turned out to be now my godmother for I think it's like for first communion basically. And she was trying to go get a job while she was here in the US on a visa, and in order to teach my mom teach her a lesson, my mom had to drive her all the way to San Francisco, which was like an 8-hour drive from where my family is at and stuff like that. And so she did not like the drive there. She said like she was so impatient. She's like, I don't think I'll be able to make it. And then plus my mom told her about the prices for gas at the time, and of course it was a little bit cheaper back then, but she was like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to make any money this way. And she's like, yeah, you need to you know, get a job that's closer to here. I know I told you it's one of the Sands, but it's not San Francisco. You should get something like San Bernardino or this and that. And so it was just a funny experience. And so I felt like my mom went to Oakland once and then San Francisco once, and so I felt like I was nowhere near like the headquarters or something at the time. So I kind of had an idea where it would be located at when I was still like you know, probably a young kid, this and that. But yeah, anyway, so when I was seeing that they were from Oakland, California, I was like, oh yeah, like that's a very long drive from where I grew up at, which is in Ontario. So yeah, anyway, I just opened up the box because I was trying to open up this while I was just talking. I ended up getting some plushies, and then plus I did want to give away from there, which I need to contact them once again because the giveaway code that they gave me does not work when I was trying to check out for another item I wanted to get on their website. And yeah, so I gotta go contact them and see what happens. And they say they're not able to do that. That's fine. It was just something for free that I gotten. It was like a $25 gift card, and you could like redeem it on the app or on the website. And I remember I was eyeballing like 2 items so far other than a clothing item, which one of them was like a wind chime and the other one was like a butterfly curtain. And I was like, yeah, I need to like get it immediately. They were keep getting sales, and then I don't know if they ever sold out or not, but since I haven't been checking on there and stuff. But yeah, anyway, let's continue with this. So this was one of the first items I bidded, and I thought it was the cutest thing. It was from I don't remember what the name of the live stream was at the time, but I think her name was Emery, but I could be wrong. But they have different girls for every single type of live stream they do on Whatnot through Dollskill. And most of the time I always see Jazz on there. I see Maya, and that time I think I saw Emery, but I am not entirely sure because I was just new to the app entirely. I just knew Randolph, and whenever I do like whenever he does go on live, I do watch his live streams. And but lately it's just been a lot of Dollskill because like a lot of their accessories are just so cute and basically very aesthetic for me. And so yeah, so I ended up just bidding on plushies because I felt like they were really cute, and I wanted one of them, which I'm going to show you guys in a bit, which is like a pink and black reindeer, or just a deer, but it's just so cute, isn't she? Like, she's very, very cute. She has like little pink flowers on there. She has some embroidery going on and cute little tail. I don't know, I loved it, and this one caught my attention immediately. And I was like, yeah, I'm keeping her. She's gonna be like in the background of one of my videos and this and that. So but yeah, so I'm gonna keep her around. I'm gonna go place her somewhere behind you guys because I have no room on here. I have been trying to upload like random stuff on my Mercari myself, and there were some clothing items I have gotten from like you know, for my niece-in-law technically, and some of these items like my mother-in-law could not fit into those. They were too big, or they just didn't fit her at all. So she ended up giving me those clothes, and so I'm like, okay, I don't know if she'll want them back, or if not, I'll try to see if I can sell it on Mercari for myself. And so that's what gave me the idea of the plushies that I ended up getting, because it's just 2 more and that's it. But yeah, it came with like packing paper and stuff like that. So like I ended up removing it all because I just wanted to see what these look like in person. And I even got like a return label just in case if I want to return it. But in reality, no, I'm not going to return it because I do follow the rules that was on WhatNot saying like they're all final sell. Once you bid on them, they don't want no returns, no exchanges, no nothing. And so I felt like, okay, I know a lot of these items are either overstock they had in their warehouse or they were like defects or some sort of like that, because that's what they started doing was they had a lot of like defects going on in their warehouse, and they started started auctioning them off on WhatNot, and a lot of people got them for like a really good price. And I felt like maybe I'll have my hand on some of them, and most of the time it was just like sometimes out of my budget, or I'm like, oh, I was just too late to bid. And so yeah, anyway, so the other plush that I was going to show you guys is this fox one, and it is very, very cute. This is the, like, I got two of these, so this is one of them, and then I'll show you the other one. But yeah, so cute. It has like a little, you know, like lace bow tie type of thing going on, and yeah, and there's her tail, and yeah, and there you go. And like I just show you guys, there's a Doll's Kill logo on there, or the tag, and all the information you need for it to clean it. But I just thought she was so cute because I was just like, I like foxes, you know, and I like deers, so they're going to be in the background of my video. So I just thought that's going to be like my aesthetic type of thing. And here's the other one, and that was all in the box, so it's just these three plushies. But yeah, so yeah, like a lot of their eyebrows is not like, or their eyelashes I should say, is not on good or whatnot, but hey, it's okay. She's still gonna be loved, hopefully by somebody else that really wants her. And I am not sure what to price her at, because like this, apparently from what I have learned, this one is a defect, and I could tell because of like the little pieces of fur that are sticking out through the lace of this, and probably like a bunch right here on her belly and this and that. But yeah, there's her tail again, and there's like the Doll's Kill like label on there. But yeah, but one of them, like I said, I am going to keep, and the other one is going to be to sell, and hopefully somebody will love to have the fox plushie at home. But yeah, anyway, so that's it for my Doll's Kill order, because like I don't know how often I'm going to be ordering from Doll's Kill, because like I said, I did eye on 2 items on their website that I wanted to get so badly, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna wait until they get like their 30% off sale, which has been like almost every single week so far. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna wait. But I know that wind chime that they have on there, and I don't know if you guys ever seen that wind chime, but it's called the Bad Omens, I think. And what it is like on the top is like a pentagram type of thing, and then the rest is just like bats that are like on each of the little strings, and that makes it like a wind chime. It's just so pretty. I think since last year I have always wanted to get that so badly, and it always got sold out every single time on Halloween. And then so I'm like, okay, now that they restocked on their website, and I don't know if they're going to be sending it out immediately, because they're still doing like orders on WhatNot, since like they upload like almost every day on a week, and they only get like 2 or 3 days a week where they have to like concentrate on the store, on the warehouse, restocking a lot of things, and then upcoming orders from the website or app, that type of thing. And so yeah, so I'm hoping that if that wind chime ever goes on sale, I hope so, but like still, I'd rather just pay like a discounted price for it, so that way I can just get it, because ever since I saw that wind chime, I'm like, oh my goodness, like that is so pretty. I like, if I could, I'll hang it up in this room, so that way y'all can see it like somewhere in the background. So we will see. Anyway, now to continue on to the Mercari one, and it's a very small package. I remembered I was like following well, I don't know how well, inside the package there's like a bunch of other stuff, so I'll just show you guys in a minute. Like ever since I was following like this certain person on Mercari about like one of my favorite perfumes of all time that have been discontinued apparently since 2018, 2019, brought it back in 2021 or something like that, because like I just remembered my sister bought me a bottle for my birthday like a few years ago, and then I didn't bring that with me when I moved here to Texas. And and I've always wanted to get like at least a small sample bottle, or at least the same size of bottle that she's paid for. But I had to go back like on eBay to purchase it, because that was where she originally purchased it. But years and years ago, and I still have it somewhere in my purse. I wish I could just pull it out for you guys and this and that, but it is deep in my purse. So anyway, the Burberry Brit Rhythm for Her, the perfume, like that became my favorite scent of all time. Ever since I gotten that sample bar in the mail, like I don't know how many years ago, it felt like a millennia, right? Like at least to me. And I have kept it in my purse for so many years. It still smells wonderful, and it makes my purse smell good and this and that. And so I felt like I always wanted the perfume for myself. And so like my sister ordered it for me from eBay. I ended up keeping it, and then it went to waste when summers went by, and it was like really, really hot over there. Like it gets really hot over there in California, you guys. It gets like over 100 degrees some days, but lately it's been very cloudy and very rainy, this and that. But most of the times it's hot over there in California. Usually it lasts almost all year round, depending where you live. But yeah, so ever since then I was like, I want to go find me a replacement bottle. And so I was eyeing on these listings forever on Mercari. One of them had a discount on it, and I don't remember how much was it in total, but I remember paying like $3 or something and odd cents to pay for the full thing, because I already had some money in my balance from Mercari when I was selling some stuff. And so I felt like I wanted to just use up the balance so that way I can actually get this. And what it is a perfume. And so yeah, so I'm gonna go take it out of the packaging. And I was like, okay, I had to make sure that it was in good condition, because the buyer has specifically said, or I mean the seller, sorry, the seller specifically said it has been unopened, not used. And I was like, okay, so let me go do that. And so yeah, so this person was very careful, because there's more packaging in here than anything. And yeah, so it's a very, very small bottle, but I do not care, because I was like, I got it for a good deal for this one, because like, especially for discontinued perfume, especially from Burberry, can go up to like $200 for even the biggest bottle they have. And I'm like, I don't have that type of money. Like, I want to go get me at least the little sample stuff, and this one's the 5mm one. And so yeah, so that's what it looks like. And I was like, oh, okay. So I ended up looking at it. I was like, okay, that is very small, but I do not care. But yeah, there you go. This is the Burberry Brit Rhythm, and it's supposed to say for her. Yeah, for her. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, it is very, very pretty. I love it. And that was the one thing that caught my attention, was like the packaging for this. I'm like, is the perfume gonna look like this, like the bottle? So that way I'll be able to you know, keep it for a very long time. And apparently I remember when I had the bigger bottle, I don't remember how many millimeters was that one, but I remembered, like, yes, it was like I had the textured pattern on there just like it did in the bottle. And I was like, oh my god, I cannot believe it. So yeah. And one more thing for packaging, and I was like so surprised I actually had the little pattern on there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Maybe you can see where my hair is, but yeah, it is very pretty. And yeah, it has not been opened or anything. I was like, I'm gonna open it now. And then, oh my goodness, it does smell like the perfume that I've had like from the sample bar in my purse for years. But I wish like I could tell you some notes about it, like what it smells like. But all I know is that for years and years and years, I have always compared it to like the best floral perfume that I have ever smelled in my life. And there's a lot of people, there's like a niche community when it comes to this perfume, that they really love the scent. They said that they've gotten the actual like 2021 reprint or the reformulated version of it, I don't remember. And they said that since then they haven't found anything else, but they said that the original is always going to smell better. And I agree. Like, I felt like this one, it's like the perfume that I remembered. So this one was way before 2021. I don't remember how old this could be, but I was just so happy that I ended up getting a really good discounted price for it. But yeah, I'm so happy. All I know is that I'm gonna keep this somewhere near me And if I ever need to smell it just for nostalgic reasons, I am going to do that. So yeah. And I don't know whether or not I was going to keep the box, but I think I will, just in case if like something spills out of the bottle. That way I'll be able to keep it in there. But yeah, so I'm going to keep it in the box, but I am going to keep it somewhere in here, so that way it would be smelling really good. Because I do have oh well, I did drop it. I knew what it was, but I didn't know if it felt that heavy or not. But I do have something like this from Walmart, which is like this citrus magic closet type of thing. You can get it from the laundry section at Walmart, and we ended up getting the bamboo rainforest one. And it's kind of dirty, you guys. It's like so dusty. It's been in my bedroom for a while, and I did clean up the bedroom a little bit whenever I could, but it was still kind of dusty from it. But it smells really good, and this was kind of like the replacement for basically scentifying, I should say, this room, because sometimes it can get stinky, especially from me getting some stuff from packages, or just in general, like the weather here in Texas, because it gets so humid over here, and sometimes it likes to, you know, condense certain smells in the house, and it just sometimes it smells so bad. And no matter how many times I would try to clean them, especially like scrub the walls or the floors to this and that, it just stinks. And so I ended up having to like clean up a little bit whenever I could. When I was at home almost the entire week, I was like, okay, I got to do something about this. And I ended up doing that. So yeah, but I do have a lot more cleaning to do in this house, because like I still got to like found a way how to get my husband to get his lazy butt off the chair upstairs, and just like do some mudding on the walls, because we haven't done that. I thought that since he's home for the week, he was gonna do that. No, he barely even did anything. All he ever did was play video games and watch TV with me, which was really nice either way. But I knew in the back of my mind, like, we have so many things to do in this house. We need to like clean up, we need to basically like keep a lot of things organized. And even though I was lazy myself too, that's like my excuse, but I just wanted him to relax for a few days and see what happens. And then after that, we would like go gun-ho basically on this house, so we can keep it in order. But he just was not in the mood. And whenever I asked him to do anything also, he was just like, no. And I'm like, okay, well, let me go do that on my own time. And now that he's at work, and I'll be able to do some stuff in here in the house. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go now. I've already shown you guys what I wanted to show you guys. I forgot one more thing before I basically end this video. I was starting to go through like all of my envelope stuff, I should say. This was like a resealable bag, and there's like info from the Mercari seller that I have gotten from her. Like, now I think it's been a couple years since I unboxed that, and what is it, like the poly millers and stuff. And so I ended up finding this again, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go through all my thank you cards, this and that. I already stocked them into my little rolly cart, this and that. And then now I have like these little kind of like sample bags, you want to call them, but they are like small Ziploc bags, because I'm going to be working on some diamond art. And I've shown you guys in a previous unboxing or a previous shopping haul video that I have gotten these from Dollar Tree. And all I want to do is just start working on some diamond art again. And since I still have a mess, I still got to hang up a few things here and there. But I want to keep a little things organized, and so I felt like while I'm doing that, I also do want to de-stress on cleaning this and that. And so I want to like work on some diamond arts that I haven't worked on yet. And so maybe I'll be able to do like some sort of update on these, and then do it under the crafting type of thing. And then that way I'll just show you guys like the finished product and this and that. So yeah. So all it comes is like all this in the kit, including like the canvas that you want to put your little diamond studs on there. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna be working on this today. So yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go clean up. I am going to basically post one of the Fox plushies on Mercari. I am not sure when, but I do have some other stuff to sell. Like I still have a mess, you guys, like in the background, this and that. And yeah, so I'm gonna get to it. So yeah, hopefully you guys have a lovely day and a lovely week, and I'll see you guys next week. All right, bye everyone.